Welcome back, gamers, to another JGM Gaming video. For today's video, we're back in New World and back making some gold. And I wanted to share this easy money-making method that anyone can do in New World, even if you're a fresh starter, which is what makes this method so good. If you enjoy videos like these and you want to see more, please do subscribe to the channel. With that said, let's get started. So, we're at one of the Springtide Bloom villages that have sprung up in New World, and these are here until May the 23rd, and we're going to be taking advantage of the limited time rewards from this event, and I'll explain how to get them and show you why it's amazing gold per hour to do so. So essentially what we'll be doing is going around and collecting Wispy Bloom petals and Wispy Wasp goo. I'll show you my favourite area to farm these as we get into the video. Now, the drop rate for these two items that I've just mentioned have recently been buffed, which does mean that the gold you can make here will likely start to drop as more people are obtaining these items. So I recommend jumping on this as soon as you can. For those who don't know what to do with this event, to start with you'll need to get a bunch of Wispy Sprits. You'll need at least 3 of these per plant at a minimum. You can craft these spritzers at the crafting stations in the Springtide villages if you do need any of them. Now, I like to farm these in the west of Windswood, starting at this area here that I've marked on the map, and working my way sort of south here all along this river area. So let's fast travel there, and I'll show you how to farm these two items for those of you who don't know. So, when you find one of these Wispy Bloom flowers, you'll want to run to the middle to aggro the 3 wasps that guard the plant. You won't be able to harvest the plant until you kill these wasps. The wasps can be killed by then going to one of the lit up areas on the ground here and planting one of your Wispy Sprits bombs. The wasps who are aggroed onto you will then be hit by the bomb, and it will do 1/3 of their HP in damage. This is why you need at least 3 per plant that you harvest. If there are other people here, then try and get at least one of your Wispy Spritzers to hit the wasps in order to get the loot credit for the wasp goo that they drop. Once the wasps are dead, we can then loot the Wispy Bloom and receive the petals. Following this sort of area, you shouldn't really run out of Wispy Bloom camps to run between, and you can just go from one to the next as they're usually in close proximity to each other. So again, we're running to the centre to aggro the wasps, and then we're running over here to plant a spritz, and just do this 2 more times, collect our goo, and then collect the petal. So then, once you've gathered a bunch of these petals and the wasp goo, you can travel back to one of these Spring Bloom villages, and you can exchange the 2 items at this caravan over here in order to get event tokens. The wasp goo turns into premium tokens and the petals turn into normal tokens. Once you have your tokens, you can exchange them at the lady in the middle of the camp. Now, you could exchange these for Springtide Dram, which gives luck, so I do expect these to increase in value when the event ends and they become rarer. For making gold right now though, you would want to purchase the patterns, both the green and the orange patterns. In order to make the best profit here, you would be best to check the prices of these patterns on your particular realm so that you can figure out how to best spend your tokens for the maximum amount of gold. But for the purposes of this video, I'm just going to buy a bunch of random ones here. Okay, there we go. Purchased a bunch of random patterns, and let's head over to the auction house. Okay, here we are at the auction house now. So let's list the random patterns that I just bought and see what some of these are selling for. Obviously, like I said, these prices will differ for each realm, so I do recommend checking the prices on your realm before you buy anything, just to get the most bang for your buck. So this green helmet here is currently selling for 70 gold each. The green glove pattern is going for 73. And now let's start listing our orange patterns. So these claws, for example, are going for 158 gold each. The sabatons for 99 gold each. These gloves are going for 140 each. And then these 4 boots for 193 each. So that was a good idea for me to gamble on buying 4 of those, I guess. So, as you can see, we've just made around 1.3k of gold super fast and super easy in a really short space of time. I'm on a fresh start character here, and I'm already over 50k gold from this method while the event's been on. You can obviously just farm this as much as you like. I just did this really quickly while I was making the video, and I've made over a k gold super easily. So you can see the profit potential of this method no matter what level you are. So I hope this video will help you to make a bunch of gold in New World. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.